Welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Raw. As we have, we open the show up here, 30,000 seats, all filled up. As The Miz makes his way down to the ring, The Miz wrote on Twitter, he talked to Triple H, and he is having an open challenge. He gets in the ring and he says, you know what, tonight's open challenge isn't just an open challenge. I noticed some people were very hesitant going one-on-one with the champ, but I want to give you guys a little incentive. Prove to everybody that I'm better, and that's by putting this title on the line. And the crowd obviously goes a little apeshit, like, holy shit, we just got a free title match. And out comes Evan Bourne, and Evan Bourne says, you know what? I'm sick of not being able to get one up on the Dynasty. What better way than to take that title? Wade Barrett comes out and he says, fuck Alex Riley, I'm sick of this shit. I want to do something actually important. I want to go after that WWE title. And The Miz says, alright, that's fine, let's do it, let's fucking go, let's fucking do it, let's have this match right now, bro. Well, main event, not, right now, gotta build up to the main event, brother. And, Evan Bourne and Wade Barrett obviously excited to get a title shot, and The Miz excited to finally prove himself. Will The Miz lose his title just a couple of weeks before Armageddon? We'll have to see. And in a good tag team match, the Young Bucks take on the Kings of Wrestling. Of course, the Young Bucks put on a great tag team work, sometimes even outplaying the Kings of Wrestling, but you just can't stop the Kings of Wrestling right now when Chris Hero defeats Nick Jackson by pinfall with a roaring elbow, kind of just building up the Kings of Wrestling to be really fucking good. And speaking of building up people good, Bray Wyatt runs the fuck over Mason Ryan and eats his ass in about 10:39 with his sister Abigail. Not really much to say there, just again proving that Bray Wyatt's really fucking good. And next we see John Morrison. John Morrison's walking out. He looks like he's just arrived at the arena, and he sees the camera, and he says, I just got off the phone, just got here, and I just got off the phone with Triple H, and he tells me the CEO says, well, I know we didn't have really anything planned for you, but some promo time, but we're changing plans. You're going to be wrestling the Big Show. Alright, look, I see what you're doing, Triple H. I realize that you're a giant pussy, but you can't keep me down. I'm John Morrison. Whether you like it or not. Everybody's tried to hold me down. As long as I can been here, I can remember being held down. You know what? I'm sick and tired of it. So you want to fight me, you want to have a chat, you want to try and push me around, that's fine. I'm going to kick the shit out of the Big Show, and Armageddon, I'm going to take on your crony, your little bitch boy Miz, and I'm going to win the WWE title and stop this whole Dynasty shit right in its tracks. Get out of my face. And he walks out. Next we see Triple H, and The Miz comes into the Dynasty's room, and Triple H is like, Miz, what the fuck? And Miz goes, look, Triple H, I don't really appreciate the comments you were trying to make this whole time about me not being, able to defend the title, so you know what, fine, I put the title on my line, what are you gonna do, stop me? And Triple H is like, first off, I wasn't trying to insult you, dickhead, so I'm gonna pretend like you didn't say that. Secondly, and more importantly, Miz, we're trying to build this brand. We're trying to build the WWE into something special. How many tickets, how many more views we could have made if you just told me you wanted a title match? We could have promoted the shit out of it. I thought you were good with that Hollywood stuff. What's the matter with you? And Miz is kind of taken aback, like, really? That's all you care about? It's just views and shit and like that, not how I defend myself champion. And Stephanie comes between and is like, guys, come on. Look, let's calm down. What's done is done. We're still probably going to get a lot of views. Twitter, we'll make Twitter announcements, trying to get as many extra views as we can. And we already sold 3,000 seats. That's pretty impressive. That's one of the better Raw crowds you've ever had. Triple H, you know what? You're right, Steph. You're right. But, Miz, I just want to remind you that, Big Show, Kane, they're going to be out tonight against John Morrison. I'm going to probably be around with them. And Randy Orton, he's got a match with Daniel Bryan tonight. So you're going to be on your own. And Miz is like, yeah, okay. And Triple H like, no, Miz, you're gonna be on your own, so it's up to your job to make sure you don't lose the title. And Miz is like, I'm not gonna lose the fucking title, alright? Triple H, like, God, Jesus, calm down. So everyone's a little tense, but The Miz is confident he will defend that championship. Next we see CM Punk, and he goes, well, if you didn't hear about it, now you do. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton are gonna have a match tonight. Yeah, this is a really important match for my good friend Daniel Bryan. If he beats Randy Orton, he could probably go pretty far in his career. always good to see a young talent get pushed to the moon if he's able to get the win over Randy. So fuck Randy, I hate him already, and yeah, I'm rooting for Daniel. Maybe he could prove that he's the best in the world, if you know what I mean. That's all I gotta say. Bye. And he probably walks away. He's probably drinking some Pepsi. That shit sucks ass, but whatever. He walks away and just kind of giving his props to Daniel Bryan. Next, in the 84 B+, did not think this match would do that fucking great. Chris Jericho and Insane take on the jobber team of Crime Time and Tyler Rex, who I completely forgot was even on my roster. Tyler Rex taps out like the little bitch he is to the walls of Jericho, obviously being the weak link. And yeah, and Chris Jericho's team, it looks like, are on their way to fight the Shield. And the Shield come out. Obviously, you don't remember that match was made between Chris Jericho and two of his friends he could find to take on the Shield. And the Shield walk down. They do their Shield gimmick where they all come out different sides of the crowd. And Chris is like, okay, you know what, guys? I'm just going to say it right now. We don't need to fight right now. I want to be 100%. I know you want to be 100% when you lose. But these guys right here, these are the youngsters I like. Everyone's telling me I'm old. I'm not fucking old. I'm going to prove at Armageddon that I still got it, that I can not only lead a team, but, win a match. And you know what? These guys, these young guys, are some of the greatest I've ever seen. They represent the greatest country in the world, Canada, except for Sami Zayn. I think he might be Mexican. Not that that's an issue. Chris Jericho loves everybody. But you know what? This kind of faction that I have is going to be way stronger than the Shield. Just because you guys cosplay some SWAT guys doesn't mean that you're the best. And we're going to show you that at Armageddon. See you there. Just kind of short, just hyping up the match. I'm very bad with promos. My mind is in the clouds today. Very spaced out. So if that's why the promos sound weird, that's why they do. And we have 99 A-stars. We hype up that on SmackDown we're going to see Velvet teaming up with AJ Lee to take on Melissa and Kelly Von Scarlett of the Coven to kind of hype up the women's match. I almost forgot to book women, and then I clicked the thing and I was like, oh shit, and I got to have women. So there you go. There's some women. Hope you like them. And a 98 A-star match, Daniel Bryan. God damn it, I keep fucking this out. I keep fucking this up. Basically, this is supposed to be a draw. I even clicked the thing where it says, like, a draw. Daniel Bryan draws with Randy Orton because they fight on the outside, and CM Punk comes and just close lariats the fuck out of both of them. And people are like, why the fuck would Daniel Bryan do that? So Randy Orton's obviously hurt. Daniel Bryan is hurt. And CM Punk, he's just laughing it up. He ruined the match. It was a great fucking match. It was getting, all kinds of, like, good shit. And he walks away and he's like, well, looks like you're not going to be the best in the world, Daniel. Sorry. He just like a laugh. This is not on a mic. This is just kind of off camera. Randy Orton looks pissed. Daniel Bryan looks fucking furious. The crowd is doing yes in support of Daniel Bryan. All that kind of good shit, as you can tell. And next we have an 88B as the Big Show takes on John Morrison. John Morrison's able to defeat the Big Show in 1815 with the Starship Pain. Kane tries to do some interference this match. Doesn't really work because John Morrison just kind of runs around him, doing his best to kind of just knock the fuck out of the Kane. And he does eventually knock out Kane and knock out Big Show in rapid succession. Triple H then runs in. He's got the sledgehammer, and he tries to hit John Morrison. John Morrison hears the crowd, sees it coming, takes the sledgehammer, and just hits Triple H with it. He just knocks Triple H. Triple H is like, oh, Jesus. He's selling it like he's just been shot, and he throws the thing over it. John Morrison gets standing ovation, having beaten off the Dynasty. That's not good. Pretend like that didn't happen or just come out of my mouth. John Morrison gets on all four turnbuckles, poses for the crowd as Triple H is pissed off that he wasn't able to get the odds on John Morrison. But it's time for the main event. Miz comes out where he's having an over-the-top entrance. Miz doesn't really look too happy to be a part of it, but he's a showman, so he's pretty happy with it, as we have lots of cameras, more cameras than usual, as we see different, maybe they're probably going to put clips of this onto other networks, you know, probably news interviews whenever Miz makes his rounds over there, multiple cameras, multiple, you know, probably fake shit, but, you know, we're hyping this up. Miz is trying to become a international wrestling superstar, and the match itself is a fairly good one, as the Miz, he cheats still, but whenever he does cheat, he probably didn't need to, and he notices that, kind of, you know, like, damn it, why'd you do that? But he mostly focuses on making Wade Barrett and Evan Bourne fight each other instead. Alex and things. Of course, it's not a Wade Barrett match in 2013 without Alex Riley showing up. Miz is like, get the fuck out of here, you damn homeless-looking motherfucker. And Alex Riley eventually stops kind of showing up. But he does win the match. 99 star. Always good to see. The Miz defeats Wade Barrett and Evan Bourne when he hits Evan Bourne with the skull-crushing finale. The second defense ever of his WWE title. Unfortunately, Evan Bourne was not able to do it. Miz is improving in skills, by the way, which is always good. But Miz does prove it. He is going to walk into Armageddon as the champion. He is going to face his rival John Morrison, all things considered. And then, of course, all those extra cameras start getting close-ups. Triple H comes out, you know, and it's very odd when Triple H comes out. Miz did not expect it. He's like, okay, he's here for some reason. And they start posing for the cameras. The champion makes his defense. All that kind of just pissed the crowd off, going way over the top, you know, and that's how we end the show. 98A, holy shit, I didn't think we'd do that fucking good. Although we did get two pretty good matches, all things considered. But yeah, no, really good episode of Monday Night Raw, hyping up. We're almost there. One more episode of Raw before Armageddon, 2 for SmackDown. I will see you guys then.